Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some more Geopolitical Simulator for Power and Revolution, episode 8. Yeah, episode 8 with Germany here. We are just kind of ticking by right now. We're letting the game keep moving along. We need to at least let a good year go by before we finally start getting some intelligence back from places like Belarus and Russia.
Regulate the
and so that's basically what we're waiting for. In the meantime, we're just trying to do things like get our country and economy under control. Things like make sure the budget excess stays good so we can pay down our debt. We'll probably go ahead and increase some taxation more here and there so we can get the debt paid down even faster. Once you start getting a national treasury together, that'll be really good. I want to try to nationalize some of these industries that are used for building weapons of war so that we could order those. Let's see.
Our sportsmen are
We got the World Cup coming along, so our guys are going to play in that. Should I actually probably invest a little bit of money into things like sports because it's just good to do and also helps us win trophies. Probably soccer makes sense since I know Germany's pretty big on. Or I should say football. So football, soccer, only costs us 101 million, so we'll just go ahead and invest in that. And then shooting, we should probably invest in, so that way our guys start getting really good at shooting. So when we enlist them into our army, they already have a lot of shooting skills. Obviously, that's not real, but it sounds really good. And the National Youth Movement, which I do want to eventually get up there. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and spend the money on that. And because it kind of fits with the playthrough. And Scout movements should also probably go hand in hand with that. So let's just spend a little bit of money on that. And should gain us a little bit of popularity, actually, too. So we've got somebody in the Netherlands. There we go. Family sports. It's good. It's good.
a week from the beginning.
And we're up to 90%, which is the highest we've had so far in this playthrough. So that's also good. Now, research, I actually do want to invest a lot of research into something that's going to help us get things like, we already got advanced nuclear fission, which I think is the 3G nuclear generated electricity, but I want to take that a step further and get fusion. Probable outcome between 2027 and 2030. Research projects in progress. Patent. For the moment, the nuclear plant fusion is a private national technology. We are therefore the only ones to benefit from it. Do you wish to patent it and make it public, thus enabling our national companies to sell this technology abroad? No. And I don't want to publish it, but that should be helping us to work on whatever's next. Which I'm assuming is this here. Let's see. Energy and environment. Cold fusion. I know you can get better. I know you can get better plants. Better power plants, and it must be under here. Increased energy production, which we did. So I guess it's just a matter of going with that. So matter and sciences, what would it take to up that? I'm going to go for it. And I wouldn't mind increasing the amount of people that are scientists as well, maybe. It's definitely helping with research. Popularity is going up even more. So, yeah, I'm going to hire like 10,000 more researchers as well. I'm really hoping to speed some of this stuff up. And then build, let's see, 30 researchers per plant. Multidisciplinary centers, 2,000 researchers. I just hired 10, so I need 5 more of these. Distribute over the full territory. And confirm that. So we just spent like a ton of money, but that'll do it. So the budget excess will drop here a bit. But look at that, a little bit more popularity, and yeah, like I said, hoping to unlock the better nuclear plants, and that way I can just build one or two of those And start dismantling some of my fossil energy. I really don't want to do it until national production meets or surpasses consumption. All right, I'm gonna just try to lower this. And it was raised like a lot. All the more reason why I need to leave the EU, because they're just going to keep raising all of their budgets and wasting my money until I have nothing. As most government agencies do, where they just keep hogging more and more money because they have wasteful spending or don't spend it on the appropriate things, or just things cost more money in general. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Can I mess with the farming at all? Budget. Monitoring food safety assistance for converting to organic farming. Interesting. Yeah, so I don't want to spend crazy amounts of money in this, but we'll spend 1.7 billion just to keep getting that popularity up, because I'm going to use that popularity to eventually convince people that they're better off with me just leading. And not having anything else, anybody else in charge. And change the length of Parliament's term. I think it would make sense to do something like that too, but again, okay, the people are for this, so we could referendum this. It votes laws and vote laws and motions of no confidence against the government, but not against the head of state. Basically meaning that Parliament can't go after me if I do something that's like really sketchy. So I'm going to actually referendum that and confirm it. And I'm going to let the people vote on that, because I think that it looks like the people are happy about it and they will vote it in. So that'll mean that the Parliament can go after other sectors of the government. They just can't go after me. And that's going to be kind of part of slowly but surely taking over the country. Exoskeleton, that's pretty cool. I will accept that.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has...
Ooh, a potential informer in Belarus. Okay, that's good news. See what that turns into. Okay, and Chancellor, 400 people are demonstrating in Berlin. They intend to express their strong opposition to the government's policy, as some of their banners, slogans, and leaflets testify. The march has been peaceful so far. So the Bundestag has reduced powers, popular demonstration of opposition. So 400 people, it's making it look like the whole country, but, well, there's 167,000 demonstrators. But we'll just let it go by, see if cleans up, and it did clean up very quickly. So that's not bad at all. Budget excess actually still staying right in there. It's good. Ooh, total independence of justice. Justice completely under state control. Interesting. High court judges appointed by state. Yeah. The people aren't for it, but the government would pass it. Control measures for judges. Okay, that won't go through. And justice completely under control of the government, not going to go through. But we could slowly but surely get people there. We're going to vote on that. People aren't going to like it. But it's going to help us take power slowly.
The preparations are...
Okay, and we've got an informer in Belarus. The new law has therefore entered into force. Turnout was low. Oh, so the turnout was low, but the referendum did pass. And Parliament has lost some of their power, which is good. And a little bit of a demonstration for the justice here. So that's why I want to get the popularity up for my character high, because then we can pass certain things through without losing all too much popularity. I'm still very popular. So we have an informer in Belarus. Can I approach him? I've messed with this a bit before. Network of agents, manage, consult secret files on head of state. So, development of nuclear weapon program suspicious. So, we actually do have somebody in the Netherlands here. We could ask UN for military intervention. Netherlands. Okay, where is the Netherlands? Over here, right? So, it does border us. Let's see if we can do that. Let's approach the UN and just see what happens. Do I have to go through the European Union as well? Okay. So I'm going to approach the UN, and I'm going to provide proof that a nation is a threat to international security. So the Netherlands. Confirm that because they're building nuclear weapons. So we'll let that go through. It's interesting evidence, but insufficient. You can, of course, give it a try, but without guaranteed success, it may even run the risk of backfiring. The evidence that you provided with regard to the threat presented by the Netherlands is interesting. Nevertheless, it is necessary to state that it is not what one might call concrete evidence. Ugh. All right, well, I'm going to ask for the UN's approval anyways. I don't know how it could backfire against me. I'm Germany, for Christ's sakes. I'm on the Security Council. I'm at least a member of it. And all of the other countries are like allies to me. I'm going to ask them to authorize military intervention against the Netherlands. And consult the pending resolutions. Let's see. When are they going to vote on it? So it's not going to go through for a while. So I can meet with some of these countries and ask them to vote for me. So the United Kingdom will set up a meeting. Russia's and China are both a waste of my time. But I can meet with the US. Hopefully in time. Who else is a... France would be the only other one. Russia and China would have no interest in helping me out. How's housing? We're almost at the end of 2019. There's our meeting with President of France. We will... Oh, he wants to meet with us. Okay, we'll accept it. Even though we're about to meet with him anyways. Yeah, let me just do a... let me just approach the housing. Nah, never mind. We'll just let it tick by now. There's no point. We'll see how much gets added, and then that'll give me an idea of where to approach it the next year. Take a look at health. I haven't gone down legislation for this yet. Oh, wait, hold on. Human rights. Okay.
The bill has been voted on.
All right, the justice bill was passed.
Our governmental cell informs me that
And we've got a Russian network set up. Here's a coffee. Okay, you don't want it. So I don't see where I can ask to have her vote on this. The G7, but that's not...
I understand what you're saying.
But that's not really what I need. Can we trade with them by any chance? Is there anything the UK might want? Vehicles. They don't purchase them, though. Boy, that would have been nice, though. But they do not purchase them at a very high price. I can mess with it just to see. 39. 37. Oh, that's not bad. But we need to get it all the way up to 31. Over 31. 34. 33. 32. No, 33 again. 30. 32. 31.5. How about 32.5? I think that might be higher. They refused, yeah. All right. I figured they probably wouldn't, but I was surprised how far they went with that. Let's see, what else? Beef. Biotechnology, bottled water. We're selling most of it. They do buy it at a higher price. Let's sell. 850 already. Can I get 893? They took it. That was a pretty damn good deal. We're going to go right through and try to get some more. Because obviously there's some stuff here to make money on. Cement, cereal. Go right down the list. So maybe electrical, consumer electronics or something. I can make some money on copper. Electricity. Electronic components. Nope. Foul. Yep. There's money to be made here. 21. 2000. Oh, they actually negotiate pretty high. They're already significantly higher. So 1915. That's really good. I'm going to accept that. Damn, we're going to make some money on these guys. But the reason I didn't trade with them before is because we were going to go to war with them eventually. So all these will be null and void. But I guess it might be a while now that we're going to go after Russian stuff. It might be a while before we go to war with them. So let's just make money on them while they exist. And then we can take them over at some point. And then we'll just make money on them being under our control. So it won't really be that big of a deal. Perfumes and cosmetics, nope. Pharmaceuticals, nope. No plastic, pork, not really. Potatoes, nope. Sugar, nope. So we nailed a few stuff. The tire industry, it's so close. They have so much consumption. I could probably get a pretty good deal. Let's see. 173, 164, 157, 136. They're already over. 150, 145, 145 it is. Yep, accept. So that wasn't bad. That was the tire industry. All right, and that's it. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So obviously the UN hasn't actually acknowledged the resolution. No meetings are scheduled. Pending resolutions? What's going on? Ah, damn. I just wanted that to go through. Well, we'll see how much money that gives us doing those trades. Our meeting with the president.
Sure.
But I'm going to get rid of his land access. Incompatible. Okay. Obviously, if it's not on the bill, they can't vote on it. All right, and we're coming into the new year. It's going to be pretty big. So here we go. We've got 52.5 billion cash surplus. That's 5 billion more than last time. Here is the new amount of dilapidated housing. The study lists 37,000 houses from now on, which would be classified as unhealthy. It also evaluates our instance of illness per capita rate at 3.59%. It's an excellent figure. Our housing policy is a model for many countries. So that's pretty good, actually. 37,000 is really good. I think we took 20, 30, probably took 50,000 off. So we only, so we took more off than we gained, and that's always a huge plus. So we're going to do another 20,000 and just chop the legs right off of that amount, right out the gate, so we can get that lowered even more. It's probably going to take us 3 years or so to get that lowered completely.
Here are the GDP and growth figures for the last year.
All right, so 5.56% growth. So that probably means inflation's still going up, and it is at 2%. And I just realized that we don't have any control over the interest rate of the country. There's no way for me to control the interest rate. That's interesting. Pun intended. So I can't increase interest to prevent inflation from going nuts. Invite him to make the same quantified proposition at the next EU summit. Still not, though. Still not what I'm looking for. Sales contract. We haven't tried to trade with France. There might not be anything they want. They don't pay more for automobiles, which sucks. I haven't found a country yet that'll pay me my money that I want for automobiles. Obviously, people just don't want BMWs and Audis and Mercedes. Oh, we could probably trade those with India, though. Maybe I'll try to trade with India. I don't remember if I traded with them already or not. There is nothing here that these guys are even remotely interested in paying more for, except for foul, which we've already traded a large portion of it. It actually looks like we've traded all of it. How is fuel? Okay, we have a huge consumption, and I don't know if that technically counts as natural gas, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. What is it now? 88,649. I'm going to write that down, actually, so I can keep track of that. I'll write it on this piece of paper I got. 88 million, actually. 649,000. And we'll just see if having those natural gas reserves here are making a difference or not. If that's even... Oh, actually, it's under natural gas, so... Okay, let me write this number down. But I'll keep track of fuel, too. So, natural gas is 66,268,000. So, we'll just keep an eye on that and see what that looks like in another year or so. I'll try to remember to check on that. All right, never mind. We're done with France. I'm going to set up a meeting with India. They actually don't really like me. Let's see if we can change that. They could be a useful ally at some point. Vote laws, but no motions of no confidence. Ooh, the proposal against the Netherlands, did it go through? The Security Council decided to proceed with your request. So they're going to vote on it. Intervention against the Netherlands while proposing Resolution 23097. This resolution will be subject to a vote at the next session. All right. We're going to meet with them now again. So here we go. I forgot I got to wait for that. And of course, they're not available now, which constantly happens. This is like exactly what happens. As soon as the resolution goes through, they are not available at all. Okay, so we got to look at when the resolution goes through and if there's any available dates before that. But the game usually has a tendency to auto-generate available dates, so... They're going to vote on it in 6 days. I don't think that I'm going to get to any of these guys in time, because it doesn't seem to want to queue it up at all. Let's see if he's available this date. Nope. He won't be available any of these dates. I've already done this before. What? I've already done this before. They're not going to be available. So for whatever reason, the game, like, I don't know. Whenever you have to meet with them, it barely lets you. We'll just have to see what happens. Is there any natural disasters in India we can support? Ooh. What's this? What did I do? Violent demonstration. What seems to be the issue? Left-wing extremists, really? Oh, there's a lot of them. All right, let's just go ahead and put a cap on this. We can't have no left-wing extremists in the country. Obviously, no Nazis allowed. So we're going to have to stop them. could prove to be very difficult. I'm fortunate enough that they haven't decided to the police vans do not have anybody in them. Some people are like, oh, you got to get the police out of the police vans. The police vans that you start with don't have police in them. This is really bad. It's going to be tricky to clean this group up.
Our sign.
Okay, we've got our agent in Russia. That's good. Oh, no. Okay, good. We managed to pull that off. Oh, boy. Hurry up with those. Oh, thank God. I'm basically trying to... You gotta throw the tear gas. These guys are just gonna take control very quickly. And then move into the tear gas where they can't get me. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm actually working with a somewhat inadequate police group here. Because I'm heavily outnumbered. Got to keep the tear gas coming. Okay, Jesus Christ, yeah. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Actually going pretty good. Almost got him cleaned up nicely. Wow, that went better than expected. Tear gas is like a lifesaver in this game, I swear to God. There we go. All cleaned up.
We have subdued.
Budget surplus. Let's see. Chancellor, our numbers for the past year are ready and can now give you the new figures relating to state debt. Therefore, our total public debt, that is to say the engagements of the state in terms of loans, rises to $2 billion. The debt service or annual debt reimbursement level will rise by the new year to $42.4 billion. Finally, the most significant figure, our budgetary surplus has risen 3.59% of the GDP. Okay. But debt is still going down. And we've paid a pretty large portion of our loans off. Some of these are looking really nice. So that is good. That is very good. And the budget excess is $157 billion. We'll need to free up some more money. That's going to be important. Ooh, oil slick. Denmark. All right. So yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here since we're out of time. We'll have to save the voting for the resolution in the next one. Kind of a little bit of a cliffhanger. And we'll also save the, let's see, the resolution and taxation. We're probably going to go ahead and raise taxes across the board to free up some more money. Because the army needs to be increased. We've actually maxed both of these out. I'd like to get a few more people into the military. And then the plant getting close to being done as well, which is pretty good. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.